Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 27 of League One to Legend with Portsmouth. We have reached the final day of our first season back in the Championship. Today we take on Huddersfield Town. We've got a few results to run through as well, and at the end we will wrap up the table and all of the awards for this season as we look forward to a second season in the Championship. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel, and also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Let's get on to the results, shall we? So following the match with Wycombe Wanderers, the link is up the top for that one. It was a 2-2 draw with Blackburn Rovers. Bradley Dack put Blackburn in front. Marcus Harness equalised pretty quickly for us though. Jordan Hugill fired us in front on 16 minutes, but Isaac Mbemba equalised with about 15 minutes to play as Blackburn shared the points with us. We then had an agonising defeat against Watford. We lost by 1-0 in the 92nd minute. Jibril Toure with the only goal of the game. We then lost 2-0 at home to Bournemouth. Cole Palmer doing the damage, one from the penalty spot, one with about 7 minutes to play. And last time out it was a 0-0 draw with Birmingham City as we're staggering towards the end of the season. And I'll tell you what, it's a good thing we are almost at the end of the season. We are running out of bodies fast. Morgan Gibbs-White, Ronan Curtis and Tommy Doyle have joined Charlie Daniels and Freddie Ladapo on the injury table as the injury room gets very full. So we're not going to look at the league table, we'll do that afterwards. Let's get to the teams for this game with Huddersfield. And here are the two starting lineups for this one. We start with Bettinelli in goal, Dalsgaard, Watmore, Byrne, Brown, Volks, Palaverse, Harness, Williams, O'Dowda with Jordan Hugill leading the line. Huddersfield start with Lutweiler in goal, Pippa, Kent, Sarr, Thompson, Hogg, Evans, O'Brien, Koroma, Aarons with Sam Gallagher leading the line. So it's important to finish the season strong. We have had a great first season back in the Championship. We are on for a top half finish, which is more than I expected at the start of the season. Can we round it off with a win though? Let's find out. Hopefully so. Let's get 3 points. Let's finish the season strong and look forward to the summer ahead. It's going to be a summer of change once again, but hopefully only 3 or 4, maybe 5. Bodies this summer, although I say that every single summer and it doesn't work. So you just start unpicking things, didn't you? You start unpicking and then you unpick and you unpick and you unpick and then you have to put it all back together again. The life of a manager, eh? So throw into Huddersfield. Kent with the throw. Throws it into Koroma. Pippa sends it into the box. Bettinelli with a catch though. As Koroma comes down the field, Pippa sends it into the area. Aarons with the header and Aarons has given Huddersfield the lead. Just after the quarter-hour mark, Huddersfield looking to finish the season strongly themselves. And they take an early lead in this one. In fairness, I was talking about Karen O'Dowda. I was waxing lyrical about him, but he doesn't track back to block Pippa. He sends the ball into the area. Aarons gets away from Dalsgaard. 1-0 Huddersfield. Into Williams. Looking wide for Marcus Harness, but Aarons is first to the ball. Comes inside. Taking on all comers at the moment. Going beyond a few more. Still running. It's a great shot. It's a good save though. That was an amazing goal. We try and tackle him. No, Pippa's gone on again. Gallagher has the ball now. Aarons is coming in on that left-hand side. He's already got one in the back of the net. Koroma has the ball. A good block by Lee Brown. Volks gets rid of it. And that is half-time. Huddersfield deservedly lead at the break. Good goal from Aarons as well. Come on, we want to finish the season strongly. Let's get out there and let's find a goal, please. For the love of God, do not want to end the season on a damp note, although we've not had a great run up until this point. 2 defeats and 2 draws from our last few games. The season cannot end soon enough. Pippa with a throw. Throws it in towards the penalty area. Koroma up against Brown. Tries to get it into the centre. Pippa does, though. Gallagher heads towards goal. Bettinelli with the save. Right, let's have a look at a substitution, shall we? There's a number of players that could come off right now. Jordan Hugill is going to be the man to come off. Bruce Anderson is going to come on. And we're going to take Will Volks off as well. And we are going to bring on Luke Berry. Jordan Hugill started brightly, but has faded quite a lot. Hasn't been putting the chances away that I expected him to when he arrived at the football club. We're going to have to look at that again in the summer, probably. I thought he was nailed on to be the man to take over. Williams with the ball across. I don't know why he's done that to Bruce Anderson, but he's done well to keep it alive. Brown into O'Dowda. Back to Brown. Brown goes for the shot. He's hit the post. Oh, how's your luck? Right, with half an hour to play, we're going to go on to positive. Why not? Let's start pushing forward. Palaversa. Berry looking wide for Dalsgaard. Can he get a ball into the penalty area? He can. It's towards Marcus Harness. Good block. Are we alive to the second ball? Of course we're not. Karoma gets it away. Pick a man out if you can. Dalsgaard is that man. Marcus Harness has gone well inside though. Palaversa again. Having to go back. Looks like Huddersfield have settled for what they've got. As Dalsgaard finds Harness. Into Berry. Harness into Williams, but Palaversa takes it off him. Marcus Harness gets the shot away. Lookweiler tips it over. Lee Brown with the corner. Sends it towards the edge of the box. Headed away by a Huddersfield head as O'Brien picks it up and Ryan Williams just takes him out. Lovely stuff. Berry. Into Williams. Back to Palaversa. Looking wide for Brown. Given a little bit more to do than probably expected. Kent gets it away. Gallagher will pick it up. Plays it back into O'Brien. Aarons trying to break forward. Gallagher's going to try down the centre. Does get there. Karoma's through as well. And it is into the back of the net. Josh Karoma adds the second goal for Huddersfield. And that is probably game over. With 20 minutes to play. We are ending the season with a damp squib. But hey, what a season it has been up until this point. But we kind of fall apart here, don't we? Gallagher through to Karoma. Lee Brown can't get round on the cover. Bettinelli. Not sure what that does. Never mind. 2-0 Huddersfield. Playing it across to Brown. It's going to be a rescue act. It's going to have to be a very quick one. Brown plays it towards the edge of the box where Williams is. It's been intercepted by O'Brien as Huddersfield come forward again. Sam Gallagher's put the afterburners on. He is getting away from the back four. Anybody going to try and stop him? Dalsgaard gets it away. Let's make one final change of the season. It's going to be Ryan Williams to come off. Liam Kelly is going to come on. Brown has a throw in. Throws it into O'Dowda. Been pretty quiet today, Callum O'Dowda, but you could say that about most of them. Kelly. Can he find a ball into the penalty area? Palaversa with the ball again. Looking over the top for Marcus Harness. That's a good shot, but it's over the bar. That's probably our best chance gone, frankly. The fans are going home. The lap of honour is going to be to very few people, it would seem. There is added time to come, of course. So Dowda picks the ball up. Got bodies running in front of him. Bruce Anderson is one of them. Can he find a pass into Marcus Harness? He can, but Lookweiler with the save. Okay, that's our best chance of the game so far. Going wide, looking for Brown, but Karoma has headed it behind for a corner. Is it just... Oh, it just about rolls behind. Just about. Kelly's going to trot across to take it. Are we going to grab a consolation? Oh, it's hit the bar! Callum O'Dowda. That would have been a perfect way to round off his season. Come on, referee, you might as well blow up early. In fact, he blows up now. Portsmouth 0, Huddersfield 2. There is the lap of honour as we finish the season with a defeat. And incidentally, that's no win in 5 come the end of the season. But let's take a look at the final championship table. So the final championship table is in. We know already that Sheffield United were promoted to the Premier League. They have gone up as champions with 104 points. Watford join them. They have 93. Then the playoffs are going to be contested by Brentford, Bournemouth, Fulham and West Brom. So Brentford will take on West Brom. Bournemouth will take on Fulham. That is going to be an excellent end of season. Oxford United have sadly missed out on the playoffs. They were in it for so long, but they have fallen away at the last. But they are the highest placed promoted side. Nottingham Forest are level on points with them. Blackburn, Middlesbrough, Birmingham and ourselves complete the top half. 61 points from our 46 games played. Identical, concede and scored as well. I like that. Bit of symmetry there. We didn't concede the most out of the top half. Middlesbrough conceded the most. 75 goals they conceded. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. That's even more than the sides that have been relegated. So Preston we knew about. Swansea have dropped into League One. That is a massive shock that Swansea have gone down. And Coventry City are going to join them. Wickham live to fight another day in the Championship. Rotherham, Bristol City have 50 points. Derby on 52. Reading on 53. Huddersfield end on 54. With Barnsley and Hull on 56, with Queen's Park Rangers finishing the bottom half, level on points with us on 61, but they have a worse goal difference. Right, now let's move on to those awards. So the board are delighted we finished in the top half of the table. We looked on for 10th at one stage, but 12th it is. And when you consider we were expected to finish just above the bottom three, we have done far, far better than I think anybody expected us to do, which is a great achievement by everyone. In the FA Cup, we were knocked out by Norwich City in the 5th round. We had a good win over Huddersfield and Lincoln up to that point, but yeah, I thought we could have done a little bit better in the FA Cup this season. That cannot be said, though, for the Carabao Cup. Semi-finalists in the Carabao Cup. We were actually given the Overachiever Award when that all came through. Obviously, knocking out Wimbledon, Watford, Peterborough, Liverpool again. I know, I've mentioned it once more. And obviously beating Norwich on penalties in that absolute nail-biter before Christmas, before being knocked out by Manchester United. But hey, we did beat them in the home leg. So here are the moments to remember. A 4-1 win over Wycombe, which was our biggest win of the season in November. The match to remember, we beat Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium. That was a great result for us. The goal of the season goes to Freddie Ladapo in a 3-1 defeat by Bristol City. Let's take a look at it. In fairness, he took a while to get going, did Freddie Ladapo, but I think towards the end of the season, barring the injury, he had adapted pretty well. I'm not sure why that's the goal of the season. I'm guessing it's the run from the halfway line, but there it is, the goal of this season. Now on to the accolades. So I was given the Manager of the Month award for February. It turned out to be a bit of a curse, really, because we had a bit of a poor run following that. But the fans' player of the season is Dan Burn. Quite rightly, came in, added that experience in at the centre half area. We are looking to bring him back for a second season if we can. Fingers crossed on that one. Tommy Doyle was voted the young player of the season. He had a very, very big role to play in the second half of the year. And again, we are probably going to look to bring him back for a second season if Manchester City will let us. Signing of the season was Liam Kelly. Had a good run in the side. He wasn't one of the big names that we brought in the summer, but he has obviously been given that award. Goal of the season we've seen from Freddie Ladapo. Top scorer Marcus Harness with 12 goals from the wing. Most assists go to Lee Brown with 8. He had the most player of the matches with 5. And the highest average rating as well at 7.2. The worst discipline. He is a record breaker, is old Dan Burn, with 8 yellow cards. Before we go today, let's take a look at the budget for next season. So £3.5 million, which is about half of what we had last season. But hey, we can make that work. And we're going to have to. Now is the time for us to evaluate the guys that got us into the Championship in the first place and see if they still need to be here. That's a very, very big conversation I've got to have with a lot of players over the summer. People like Ellis Harrison, Ronan Curtis, Sean Raggett, Jack Watmore will probably stay, I would have thought. But Lee Brown, I know he had a great season, but we could do better in those areas. And we are going to have a big look at that in the summer. I said during the video there might be 4 or 5 bought in. Thinking about it, it's probably maybe going to be more 6 or 7. We've already got 1 coming in at centre half. We've sorted that out pretty early. We are going to have a look round the bargain bin, transfer listed players, just see what fits, but we have the basis of a good squad. Obviously a top half finish is beyond my wildest dreams come the start of the season. We now need to try and kick on and see if we can make it into the playoffs next season. That is my ambition, to get into the playoffs. Will the board back me? That is the question. My contract is up in the summer. We have been discussing it. I want a 2-year deal. They want to offer me a 3-year deal. I think we're just going to have to settle for a 3-year deal and see what happens. But we're going to talk about the club vision as well. I don't want to play defensive football. I want to play on the attack. Frankly, I'm getting bored of trying to keep it tight at the back. I'd rather win 4-3 every week. It's more entertaining for you. It's more entertaining for me and my heart as well. So, what we will do next time around, we'll do the season preview, we'll do the summer transfers, and we'll take a look at what we're going to do for our second season back in the Championship. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but like to do so, please click that subscribe button down in the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make on today's video, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, remember the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord server is down in the description. I am also promoting the charity Mind. If you are suffering with your mental health through this global pandemic, there are links down in the description where hopefully you can find the support that you need. I will see you next time for the start of Season 3 and our second season back in the Championship. Until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye.